Hello everyone, my name is Light, and welcome to the Hopelessly Bedrock SMP. This is my first episode. We've actually had the SMP up for about a week or so now, so we have made some progress. So what we're going to do first is we'll take a little peek around to see what I have done so far. We'll get you up to date. And then once we have that done, we are going to spend the rest of the time finishing up the slime farm. So again, hello everyone. Alright, so as you may notice, we are a long way up. That is because we are on top of a mountain. This is where I do intend on building my main base in time. And currently I'm standing on a mini ice farm that I have already set up. Now I don't currently have a tool with Silk Touch, so I can't necessarily mine it. I do have a book with Silk Touch, but I'm going to wait till I get some mending before I start. Before I start using those particular tools. So that'll be in time. But until then, this mini ice farm is ready to go. Alright, now it is starting to get nighttime, so let's get down off this mountain. And I'll show you the rest of what we got. Alright, so there's a lot of mobs around here, so we'll keep our eye out. Now as we come down, you'll notice that there's this area, which actually comes down, looks like a bowl. This is actually the spot where I think I'm going to build my base. So right into this bowl, going up. But we'll get to that in time. For now, like I say, let's get off this mountain and get down below, because the mobs will be coming very soon. And as we come down the mountain, you can start to see the little area, or starter area, that I currently have set up. That is my starter house. On that little room on the back is the nether portal. So we'll go in, we'll take a peek. Yeah, so there's this little room on the back, leads into the nether portal. Oh, there's a spider, there's the mobs. Over here, this is a cobblestone generator. So you stand here, you mine away. We have a little crop farm going here. This is potatoes, carrots, and some wheat. We have some sugar cane going here. Few zombies, some sweet berries, skeleton. Let's take out the skeleton because they are super annoying. We'll get the zombies as well. Okay. Alright, so yep, when I got to the mountain, I got very lucky. These sweet berries were actually here naturally. I've planted a few more little shrubberies of them, but these have been sustaining me quite well while I've built up my regular food supply. Oh, wait a second. Skeleton. Oh, he's got an enchanted bow. Is he going to drop it? No, not by the look of it. Oh, there's a zombie stuck in the sweet berries. We'll get him. Oh, looks like we aggroed an enderman. But that's okay. We'll deal with the enderman. Alright, we got the enderman and an ender pearl. Now that I'm almost dead, we'll go into the house, we'll heal up. Luscious sweet berries. The next thing we're going to do at this point is we're going to make our way down below and finish up the slime farm. Alright. So again, I've already started work on this slime farm. As you can see, the main hole is dug. I have started putting in some of the platforms, and we do have some slime spawning. I do still have work to do on the platforms. They do have to be torched to prevent other mobs from spawning so they don't take up the mob count. But we'll do that as we build the rest of the farm. The first thing we're going to do is finish off the platforms, but let's use this opportunity to talk about slimes. So what are slimes? well, they are a non-passive mob. They will attack you. They do come in 3 varieties. The first one is this guy right here. So this is essentially a 2x2 cube, and he will attack you, and they do hit, and they hit hard, as you can see. Now, when you kill this guy, you'll notice he turns into sometimes 3 or 4 of these 1x1 cubes. And when you kill them, it typically turns into 4 mini cubes. Now, these little guys, they can't even hurt you. They will just follow you, and in fact, they're really adorable. I do have a hard time killing them, but when you're a redstone guy like me, you need all the slime you can get. So unfortunately, all these little guys do have to die. And as you can see, they're only 1 hit. They're very quick. And if you get lucky, when they die, they'll drop you these. These are slime balls. Now, what can you do with slime balls? Well, you can use slime balls and you can craft them into slime blocks. Slime blocks are, if you're a redstone guy, they are very useful in many applications, including flying machines is probably one of the main ones. But you can also use them to help you out with pistons and other things like that, depending on the application. And speaking of pistons, slime balls are what we need to make sticky pistons. So without slime, there's no sticky pistons. It is a very important ingredient for what we are trying to do. Alright, so next we're going to pillar up here. I believe I've already finished off this next platform, but we are going to have to throw down some torches to prevent other mobs from spawning. Now, alternatively, if you wanted to, when you were building your platforms, you could put in other light sources, such as, if you have it, I'm in starter games, so I don't have a ton. But if you have things such as shroom lights or sea lanterns, redstone lamps, things like that, you could look at using those types of light sources and actually just put them right into the platform itself. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Not too bad. Let me throw a couple more just in case. Like I say, we don't want any other mobs spawning in here, taking up the mob cap. Oh, and there's a creeper! And this is why you want to protect your floors. Right there, folks. Okay, so luckily the creeper didn't cause too much damage. Got really lucky there, so thank God for that. So now, no other mobs around. Torch up the place. Okay. And there is that platform done. And you know what I didn't grab that I should have when I was up top at the supplies? More stone. So bear with me. We're going to have to take out our pillar here. And I need to go up and get some more cobblestone. Now, for the platforms, we are spacing them 3 blocks apart each. And there are a couple things when you need to take into consideration when you're building your slime farm. So one would be the despawn. When you're talking about your AFK spot, you're going to have to consider the despawn radius for the slimes themselves, which on Bedrock, I believe, is 44 blocks. So you want to make sure your AFK spot is no farther than, 44 blocks away from your killing system where the slimes are going to end up. And at the same time, you want to make sure that you're roughly 22 blocks away from the farm so the slimes will actually spawn. So if you work out the math the way that I've done mine, I'm going to bring the platforms pretty much, I think this is number 3. Yeah, I think this is platform number 3. I'm going to end up doing, I believe, 3 more of these platforms. So again, 3 blocks spaced all the way up. we go. That is all the platforms. So here's a chest. I left this chest here the other day. And this, my friends, is the rest of the goods that we need for this farm. So the first thing that we need, at least for up top, because everything else is for down below, we're going to need the supplies to build the snow golems. And that's actually what we're going to use to aggro the slimes. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get back up on that other level. We'll start up top and we'll go down. And look, we got a slime up here already. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Now we still have to torch this floor, which we'll do once we get down there as well. And look, I just bounced right off the slime. How convenient. Yeah, and there's another cool thing. If you do happen to have any slime mobs around and you're in a high spot and one of them is below you, you can actually land on them and you won't get hurt. You will bounce off them. Slime does have this cool property where you can actually use it for a launcher. And I believe there's an achievement related to that. If you launch yourself, I think it's something like 30 blocks in the air or something to that effect, you get an achievement for that. Now, as for the snow golems, we are going to be building these into the walls right back here. And the reason that we're going to build them into the walls is so that way when the slimes see them, they'll get angry and they'll basically just run at them and fall down the hole. Be very, very convenient. Now, if there's any torches in your way, make sure you move those. And you may need to build yourself out a little bridge to get across, so you can put your snow golem in there. Okay, now we are using 4x3 spaces here. We could have went with maybe a 3x4, so we could have had the golem more in the middle, but that's okay. As long as he's back here, he will do the job, so do not worry about that. All right. Now, in order to build a snow golem, I believe it is 2 blocks of snow and a pumpkin head. And voila! We have ourselves, folks, a snow golem! No, he moved! No, I didn't want him to do that. So let me go ahead and get rid of these snow layers. Should have known better. Should have known better. Okay, but now that we see how that is done, alright, I am going to need to get up there so I can get to the crafting table. Bear with me, folks. Okay, so now we know what happened last time, so that being said, let's do a little better preparation this time. And in order to do that better, we are going to do this. So I have my 2 blocks in my way, so we're going to go snow block, pumpkin head. And then, of course, well, let's put a block above him, like that. Now we get rid of this. that. And there's our friend. Alright, the next step is to put in a glass pane. If you do not put in anything to block your snow golems, they will continually shooting snowballs and never really allow your slimes to come down the hole to go to the kill chamber. So these glass panes are super, super important. So go ahead and just slap one of those in there. And this floor is ready. Once you have the floor ready, you can go ahead, you can bash out your bridge if you want. Alright. Now, there's a little trick I like to do. I like to kind of build down on the wall when I want to get down sometimes. So like that. And voila. And really, we could do this little trick all the way down. So that'll hopefully save us a fall or two. Now we put the golem on this side on that one. So I think on this one, we're going to put him over here. Again, let's build our bridge. Mine out the blocks we need. Okay, put the ones back in play that we do not. Okay. So as you can see, folks, this process is, fairly easy. The only thing is it's repetitive, right? So you will have to do this multiple times, and it looks like the snow golem is looking for a slime. So again, we'll finish him off with our glass pane. Now that we got all the golems in place and the slimes seem to be attracted to them, next step in this phase will be to create the killing chamber. Okay, now get that rail back, put that back on, voila. Alright, so the next phase in the process is to put our minecart, our hopper minecart on there. When we do, that'll just go. And any slime balls it collects will end up in the chest. Like so. Next is the magma blocks. These are what's actually going to kill the slimes when they fall into the kill chamber. You'll need 12 of these. Now if you don't, I think you can craft these with magma cream and something else. Otherwise, just go to the nether, look around, you'll find them. Alright, now that we have that, we can surround that in a row of cobblestone. And that'll keep everything inside the kill chamber. Make sure that you don't lose anything from the farm. Okay, so that is that. And of course, here's our chest down below. We're going to leave it like that so we always have access to it. Okay, so now that we have this, we have that, that's all in play. The last phase, folks, of this process is to slab this entire bottom floor. Like I said earlier, this floor is not meant to be a spawn floor, so we are going to slab the entire thing. Alright, we will need to take the chest, and of course any torches along the way. Okay, and there we go. The slime farm is done. So again, here's the killing chamber. They fall onto magma blocks. Once they die, their drops get picked up by the hopper minecart, which is going around on the tracks. A couple powered rails that are powered by torches to keep it going. And of course, there's a hopper right here. So all the drops get funneled out of the minecart into the hopper and then into the chest. Right now, we already have 19 slime balls, as you can see. So when we need to come down here and check out and see how we're doing, empty out the killing chamber, this is where we come. Alright, and with that, that is the slime farm officially complete. And as you could see in the chest, we already have slime balls coming in, which is absolutely fantastic. So in a future episode, we'll come back, we'll do an update, we'll talk about how the production of this thing is doing. But until then, I hope everybody has themselves a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode of Hopelessly Bedrock. Bye!